This week's episode is brought to you by Cake Chemistry Cakes.
Cake Chemistry Cakes has officially launched and shipping is available nationwide. There are 6 different flavors to choose from. I know my personal favorite is the Funfetti cookie. What about you, Solomon?
I will have to go with just the normal chocolate chip cookie. It's a very elevated traditional chocolate chip, and probably my favorite part is the crisp edge and that soft, chewy center.
I'm here for the CBC, the cookie butter cookie. That one has the infused cookie with little milk chocolate chips. It's so good. For all the cookie lovers out there that are interested in buying, check out the website and make your purchase. You can use our code, He Said, We Said. That's all together. He Said, We Said at checkout for 10% off your order.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, ain't chase a chick, never chase a.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Kiera.
This is Leah.
And this is Solo.
And you are listening to He Said, We Said, another week. December is here.
Yeah, almost about to wrap up the year, huh?
I know. We're here. We are here. Last week we were talking about Christmas and we were in like the playlist and stuff. And this is a very random thing to say, but NSYNC's Merry Christmas came on.
Did
Really?
I added it to the playlist.
I saw a commercial for it. I was like, I forgot about that.
About that one. It's
That
a
is
good one.
I'm gonna have to re-listen to that because I feel like I've definitely heard it before. But
Merry
it's not coming out.
Christmas.
Happy holiday. That one. That's all I remember. Huh?
Was it on a commercial? You said
I'm sure
There was a
that
commercial. They
yeah.
had the members on it. I was like, dang, they
no,
getting up
like
there.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
wait, they had everybody, like, I know
it was
Justin
like
was
it was
there.
like a few of them on the commercial, but you know they were
JC
talking
probably
about
wasn't even
Christmas
there.
and shit. And I was like,
Okay.
damn, I forgot their song.
They
but
have
yeah.
a good, I think they had a Christmas album, so.
You know what? A lot of people had Christmas albums back then.
Mhm.
Like at that time, it was a thing to do. And shout out to them because I'm still listening.
Yeah.
So
Destiny's
they still gotta
Child.
be- I even listened to Ashanti.
I
Really?
liked a couple songs on there.
Yeah, like I
liked
take a couple
songs.
of them off.
Yeah,
put on my
Christmas
playlist.
Time Again is the one for me.
I can't remember the one. I like the cute little she has a Santa baby too.
Who?
Oh, yeah, hers is
Ashanti?
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
one other one. Dang, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a few. And
Okay.
Ariana.
Okay.
Oh, Grande. Yes.
I like hers.
Yes, same. Also, while we're on the topic of music, this was a big week for us Spotify people. We had our Spotify Wrapped party. That's like basically the Grammys. So I was actually very surprised by Solomon's pick. And
Oh, yeah?
one thing that you guys should know about Solomon, this is an eclectic soul. Like, he listens to everything. I'm talking bossa nova. I'm talking
no country.
Frank
though. I ain't
Sinatra.
really big into the country and the metal and all that.
But you know some
Okay.
country stuff.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
So I didn't see yours. What's the rap?
I think my top player ended up being top played artist.
Beyonce?
No,
Oh.
Mac
Okay.
Mac Ayers, but everybody knows I don't pay for the Spotify until recently. I just purchased the
So
premium.
you did do it.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the beginning of this week. So
Yeah.
next year should be a little bit more accurate as far as my plays, you know? Like
What do you mean
clearly
accurate?
because everything that I play on my phone is going to be shuffled. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
so you can't select certain
unless you're on
things?
your laptop, you can play like straight through, you know? But if you're on your phone, then it'll shuffle it. So a lot of that stuff
Okay.
is old playlists and things like that. But now that I
Sounds
got
like
it
that's what you
premium-
let ride the most though.
Yeah, but you know I be on SoundCloud a lot. So that's a little bit more accurate depiction of what I be listening to. But Mac is up there. Mac is up there.
Yeah, I think my number one artist was I don't.
Tyler.
Oh yeah, it was Tyler. Doja, of course, which I was surprised that wasn't flipped because I listened to a lot of Doja Cat. Shout out to Streets, made the top 5 again. Last year it was my number 1 song played. This year was
Lord.
5th, but
Okay.
hey, and also Doja loved the Woman video. I don't know if y'all got to see it, but
I saw clips of it.
I-
Cute. I like her.
I think
That's the one Tiana was in, huh?
yes.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of chatter about her moving in the same direction as Beyonce.
Really?
I don't know how I feel about that, but I will say the trajectory that she is going on, it's very clear to me that this girl is really about to be like a star. I don't know if she'll be as big as a Beyonce or a Bruno or whatever, but I do think
like
that she's
perform like dance perform
no,
like
she
Beyonce
performs.
I like Doja and I like watching her perform, so I can definitely see that. I do feel like it's more of she is kind of like going up, and it's really just because I'm thinking about I'm a cow. Like she was. That was completely different. Now, like the level of production that she has access to is just out of this world. So I wouldn't be surprised, but Beyonce, I don't know why everybody got to compare Beyonce to everybody.
I think what it is that her team is just working really hard. So it may not even necessarily be her. I think it's very clear to me that her team is putting in work overtime. So they got her a Pepsi commercial. They've been able to get her to perform at a lot of these different shows. And not only has she been performing, she's done different renditions of the same song.
This is Doja.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like a Beyonce where she'll definitely perform a song as it is, but she'll also kind of rap it and make it a little different, which is what she's been doing and showing a lot of acting and that she can dance and blah, 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 blah. I mean, she's kind of been everywhere. And even the videos have been like clearly highly produced, high budget.
Theatrical almost. Yeah.
All that. So
I could compare her and make her way, but almost like the Cardi and her team. So Cardi team put in overtime like crazy. Yeah. And at a certain point, and I feel like her videos got to a point where it was just like, oh, the production here is crazy. And she got a lot of, I guess, what was Money or No, I Like It Like That. That was
that was a really big song for her.
And so people were able to see her like NBA, or she had, I don't know if it was Pepsi, but she had something else, but she had a lot of like random things. She was everywhere.
Yeah.
And so as far as teaming, where you can see like they are putting in a lot of work, like even when she was at the fashion stuff, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's similar or comparable at least to that too.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hopefully it works out for her, and hopefully people like Normani can change different, management or whatever, and get more aligned with like how these other people are.
It doesn't appear to be the right team because she's really talented.
She is, but like it always kind of like it'll be a moment and then like the next week people are over it. So I don't know. But while we're on the subject of music, we want to acknowledge the fact that Clarence Avant, who is like coined the godfather of, is it soul?
Yeah, apparently having a hand in all these different music business ventures or deals or relationships throughout the industry.
Right. He was actually just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Jay-Z just a month or so ago. Oh, but there seemed to be possibly like a home invasion that happened. And unfortunately, his wife was murdered during the case, and these people are older, so I want to say she was in her 80s. So yes, prayers out to that family.
Seems so random. Who would want to do that? But
yeah, it's very unfortunate. And if you guys aren't really familiar with him, there is a Netflix documentary that portrays his life. Fun fact, his daughter is married to like the CEO of Netflix. So
really?
Wow.
Right. So I'm assuming she is the reason. Right, he's very plugged. So she, I believe, is like an executive producer of the documentary. But there's a lot of different like people involved. And I did see a lot of people like send out messages and stuff because he is very, very well connected in the industry. So
when I saw his name, I'll say like I didn't recognize the name. I felt like I should have, just because I saw it on so many different kind of sources, especially like local news. I was like, okay. But no.
Yes.
Sad.
Very sad. More sad news is that there was a shooting in a suburb outside of Detroit, Michigan, where I believe the death toll got to 4. There were 4 students that passed away, and I want to say maybe 7 or 8 others that had been injured, including a teacher. The suspect has been found. It is a young boy. I do not know his name. 15 years old. He used his father's assault rifle that he had just purchased on Black Friday. Apparently there were these Easter eggs that people had picked up on. He made like coded messages on Instagram, and a teacher told his mother, days prior that he was looking up ammunition while in class. So, the prosecutors have also put out, I don't know terminology. Basically, they're looking out for the parents now. Like they're trying to charge them.
I think they had charged them.
Involuntary manslaughter.
Pretty much that they just were negligent in, getting their child a gun, ignoring any kind of warning signs and things like that.
Didn't she send a text message or something that says something like, don't get caught?
Yeah, so when they caught him searching up the bullets and ammunition, they had reported him to the principal and then I guess confiscated his phone at one point and then got a text message that came through from his mother just saying, LOL, we're not mad, but you need to work hard on not getting caught.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's like,
they gotta go.
No repercussion for any actions on his part. And so then,
Wait a second.
And then once they charged him, they fled. Well, I mean, the parents didn't, scold him or,
Okay. I thought you meant like legally.
No. It's like they just like, ha, 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 whatever.
That is not okay.
No.
So when the DA charged him, they took off, said they drained about $4,000 out the ATM.
4,000.
Don't y'all know at this point, like, you're leaving a trail, so like they know which ATM you got this stuff from. They know how much you took out. You. Like, we're following you. You're still using your phone. We have these.
That's when you gotta. That's when you gotta ditch the phone, get you a burner. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta make for the border. We're going to Canada.
I've watched.
I don't know.
But can you even go to Canada?
You can drive across the border.
What I mean is, isn't Canada one of the places where they cooperate with us? Like, don't you gotta go, like,
I guess you
gotta go somewhere.
Or go way deep in Canada. I don't know. But where are you gonna go?
Before they turn off your passport or before they flag your passport.
You drive across the border and then fly from Canada. Right?
Okay, so you drive across the border, but you still need to have your passport. So at that point, shouldn't they have already flagged them?
You got to have a box under the bed of another identity.
Basically, before your son even does anything, I mean, this is horrible to make a joke like this, but before the crime is done, you need to be gone.
Look, if you was going to do it, you got to do it. So because y'all chose not to
I ain't gonna lie. I always wonder if I could be on the run or a fugitive and how would I fare? You never had those.
I would get caught.
I had a lot of thoughts about that when I watched Queen and Sugar or what was
Queen and Sugar. I mean, no, Queen and no, you're talking about Slim. Queen and Slim.
Okay.
I'm about to say Queen and Black.
None of those are related. Actually, none of those series that we
Queen and Slim.
Queen and Sugar. Queen of the South.
No, that was the one. I was
Queen
like,
of the South. I never seen it, but I know they got some kind of crimes going on.
Yeah, they in the cartel. They in the cartel.
Okay, back to your question. Yes, I have thought about it when I watched that show, but like I'm too scary. Like, if there was a way, no, like I ain't trying to die like that. Like,
so you would just be like, "Hey, come get me."
I don't know. I don't know.
Y'all can have the money. You can have whatever I did. Like,
y'all gonna have to catch me. Y'all gonna have to catch me.
No,
I'm scary.
We already got. See, you already got the plan on wax. You need to know.
Look, you gotta get a new plan down.
I got to get my fake ID and passport together.
I will say though, like if I were to commit, hypothetically speaking, I committed a crime of like stealing bubblegum, and it was like a federal crime, right? Because I can't do nothing else beyond that. I do think that if I were to do something like that, I could maybe trick the system, but not really. I mean, they can find you for anything. But I do think a lot of these people do like stupid stuff, like leaving paper trails. So it's like you're going to get caught. And one of those people who left the paper trail and got caught is y'all's guy, Chris Cuomo.
Ah, man.
Didn't see that coming, huh? So basically, let's rewind a bit. Andrew is governor of New York. Chris Cuomo, his brother, is a lead journalist on CNN, has his own show. He decided that he was not going to report on any of the investigative stuff with his brother pertaining to sexual assault allegations. Fair, right? It was recently discovered that while on air, he decided he was not going to have any involvement. Off air, he had a lot of involvement. So he was trying to get people who knew the alleged victims he was trying to get dirt on them so that he could leak that information in protection of his brother, all this other stuff. So he was.
Leak the information?
I don't know. But I don't know that far of where it got. But he was sending text messages and emails to people like, hey, what do you know on Suzanne such and such or whatever? Give me whatever you have so we can, get it out there. Da, 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 da. So while that is not illegal, and Chris is
and he's going to report that
attorney
on CNN and everything.
No, I don't think he was going to.
Okay.
I don't think he was going to. He probably would give it to Don. Or, one of his associates.
Distance himself.
Right. I don't know. But, so yes, it's not illegal what he did, but it's kind of like a code of ethics. If you're a journalist, anybody who went to school for anything like journalism, you know that there is a very strong code of ethics that you are supposed to stand by. And it goes down to integrity, basically. So I think the argument is that if he was going to do something like that, it would have been fine if he was actively reporting in a non-biased way on the situation pertaining to his brother on his show. But basically, it's like you can't really do both. Like, to be a journalist, you are doing investigative work. So it's like you were doing the work, but you weren't talking about it on your show. So that's the problem. And so CNN originally put him on an indefinite suspension. And now, I think yesterday, they ended up firing him. Yeah. He'll be fine, but
I guess I just don't know much about the whole journalist space, because in my head I'm just like, dang, was it that bad? Or I can see myself getting caught up on something like that too, like choosing not to report on it, but trying to help where I could. So it's like, dang, I probably would have been in the same boat. Hopefully I don't have anybody that would have been putting me in that position, but I can see it.
Yeah, I feel like they probably took a hard look at it and tried to see if there was anything that they could, forgive and bring him back, but they must have stumbled on something.
Yeah, I feel like
it
had to have been something else. I thought he was helping with something else too. I don't know, but
like the litigation strategy or something like that, or
was that part of it?
Bad?
Do you know?
I don't know that to be the case. It could be. I don't know. I'd imagine in regards to litigation and stuff, Andrew would have his own team. Chris would not be actively involved legally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But he may know some people, point him in a direction, may have some contacts.
Andrew ought to be an attorney too, no?
Yeah.
You don't think Andrew, the governor of New York, got his own connections that are better than Chris probably?
But who's to say? But yeah, a team effort.
That's problem.
Oh, y'all's bias is something else.
No. I mean, I don't knock him for wanting to help his brother if they are that close and have that relationship. You're right. They probably both have the same connections. I mean, they're brothers after all. You know what I'm saying?
Their father was also the governor
Italian
of New York.
To New York and all that.
I just can't see them we really got to figure this out.
They
Chris,
will
you
be
stay over there. All right.
Yeah.
I just don't see him
Well,
but at the same time, I don't see Chris, and maybe I just have this skewed interpretation of him or views of him, but I feel like if it's oh, this is bad, this is fucked up, I feel like Chris would be like, yo, you're on your own, but I can't really have too much to do with this.
I don't know. After those allegations came out about Chris, I'm just anything can go with anybody. So Chris is not a squeaky clean guy himself. There's been a few things recently that have come out about Chris that I will not share on here, but all you got to do is Google. So, like brother. Let's just say that.
I just feel like it's the whole, everybody in that space, unfortunately, that has access to people that kind of has some kind of power. You can probably look into a lot of people.
Yeah.
You probably could. We're going to stay talking about Chris right now. And Chris, you are in the hot seat, okay?
But he's so...
He's a likable guy.
And the vigor that he has with calling other people out on their wrongdoings. It's if you're doing all of that, you need to be damn near, not squeaky clean, but,
well, yeah.
Look,
the intensity
is coming you come at with these other people.
Yeah.
Got to keep the same energy. Which is why you should have been reporting on your brother to begin with, like I was saying. But,
I'm saying you had to crucify the guy, but you needed to be doing a little bit more.
And as a journalist, CNN is biased like Fox, so maybe there's that. But as a true journalist, you're just supposed to report the facts. So it's a fact. You don't have to watch your show to also see that your brother is in trouble. Yeah. Just report what's going on. You don't have to say, I'm going to talk to him Sunday at family dinner. You just reporting the facts. What did your brother's camp say? What are these people saying? and that's that. So
I don't know if
Curious
he's
to see
ever
where
done
they
that,
land.
though.
what?
Like, has he ever just said like this is what it is and like not added?
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
CNN in general, like everyone gives their
Yeah.
opinion, so it's not like a true.
It's not like
like
just
it,
local news where they're literally just gonna tell you what happened.
right.
Mhm.
But yeah, they got a 30-minute segment. We're gonna talk about that.
And then that's when it's like, this is the facts out there, and y'all ain't getting my opinion on this because it's my brother. Like I'm a ride for my brother, but this is what's going on. Next story, like, what you making the big bucks? Figure it out.
He'll be all right though.
He'll be just fine. He'll make a buck and
Yeah,
bounce
I'm
right
curious
back.
to see where they land.
Yeah. I'm also here to see Stacy Abrams where she lands. She is going to be going up against Brian Kemp again for governor. So,
Man.
do you guys think she got it?
I hope
There's
so.
already gonna be a lot going on. Stacey held job down.
She did
lucky
the
held
damn
country
thing.
down. Y'all
Yeah.
better go register to vote right now.
Yeah.
If you're not already, man.
Yeah.
Like they better go out and back her the same way she was able to put together and turn Georgia blue and all that. Like you
She did a
think
lot.
She deserves it. I'd hate to see if it didn't happen. I'd feel bad for her, but
She definitely got robbed first go around. So hopefully
Mhm.
this time things will be different. I'm excited to see how she's able to get the efforts moving. Same with
Yeah.
Beto, which I'm kind of side-eye on him a little bit, but I mean, I'm a vote
I
for
thought he had a
him.
better shot last time. But we'll see what transpires this time.
I think I was a bit turned off with him because right after he ran for Senate, he tried to turn around and run for president, and it was just
Yeah.
like it just
it
felt
was
too
like
soon.
it was like you're bugging.
doing like
is
photo
bugging.
shoots and stuff.
It's
and-
He
like,
was
you
definitely
couldn't win
bugging,
your
but I think it's his
state.
team and the like. Unfortunately, like the skewing a little bit on social media. Like he probably sees all kind of support, like better do this, do this, do this, and his team is like, we got people behind us, blah blah blah, enforcing it before it's time. Like
So you
Yeah.
think
it felt like he was hesitant even to do that. Like in the beginning, he was like,
Yeah.
no, that's not like what I want to do, and then it changed. And I was like,
overnight.
yeah.
What made you change, Beto? Again,
So do you
side
think
eye
he
for
has a good
me.
shot with Cruz and how the way Cruz handled the whole winner
He's going against
situation?
Abbott.
Abbott. Oh.
This is gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. People are right.
But
Abbott
it seems
has,
like it seems like Abbott just
Abbott
he
is
knows
here
the
for
right
his
people.
base, man.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows his party,
and they're
right?
Yeah.
going to support. And
Right.
he's
But
gonna-
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you good.
I do think that it could be a good race if he does the same, like with the grassrooting, like campaigning and stuff that he did the first go around. If he's able to touch all these counties, all these cities, all these people like he did beforehand, I do think it could at least be a close race. Will he win? I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be close, but I mean, we can only wait and see. I'll vote. But
I'm sure Stacey will be helping too. Remember, whenever she finished with Georgia, she was like, "Texas, you're next," like on trying to get
Yeah.
us
Oh, yeah,
to flip
yeah.
blue. So they are
All right,
working.
we-
They trying.
I'm still
I'm
getting
curious.
text messages.
I'm curious to
I'm
see.
not.
Really, I'm not.
How are y'all not? I keep saying
No.
stop, and then I get it from
No.
other people.
At that point, no. I haven't seen them in a while. Actually,
Oh, I still get text messages. Still getting emails.
Nah.
Somebody putting in work. So hey, do what you got to do. Now let's transition on to Adele, y'all's favorite.
favorite.
Whoever it applies to, y'all.
Oh,
Whoever.
the people.
The people. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like Adele, but my bad.
Yeah, I mean, she's cool. She is going to be having a residency in Vegas. I think that's a great snap for her. Buku money in the
I
making.
think that'll go well.
I think so too. I think that is definitely like her lane. So
I
congratulations.
feel like it's just
to her
too
on that.
early for it.
You think
You
she
think
has
so?
to put on more albums
Well,
under
I
her
mean,
belt?
aside from maybe Drake, I mean, do these artists really get those residencies if they're like in the thick of their popularity and their mainstream?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's not in the thick of hers.
What? She's only 30.
But she started when she was a little before 19.
19.
She got a little time under her belt.
I
got
think
some
Adele
skin in
came
the
out around
game.
like 07, 08, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
It's
been
not
that
Hello.
long.
It's not her low time, so maybe
Yeah.
she's not at her peak.
I don't know. She went pretty strong with the album sales and streams, didn't she?
She did.
She's still on top of it as
I
getting
saw
Spotify to
CDs.
change up the
She got
algorithm.
CDs too?
I saw CDs in Target at the front. I was not in the electronics.
Target good
I
at that.
saw
high key.
I haven't seen that in a
people
minute.
buying the CDs. I'm like, y'all still got CD players in your cars and stuff? Like, where y'all listening to this?
I'm trying to think if I do. I don't think I do.
I do. Mine still has a CD player.
Does it? Okay, yeah, I definitely do not have a CD player in my car. But I mean, shout out to
But it's
Adele.
a good look. It's a good look. It's a good look.
It is a good look, but what's not a good look is her allegedly stealing music. So let's talk about it. Adele has claimed that she writes her music. Of course, she has a team of producers that help her get the sound that she wants, and arrangers and all that other stuff, composers. But there is an indie artist who has come out and I forget her name already. Was it Xiomara? She is an indie artist and she claims that Adele has stolen her work. There was a song
Which songs, man? You got to pull that up. I'm sorry,
yeah,
man, because I went through that album.
Shout out to Renee. Shout out to Renee, by the way.
Well, you know, now that I got the premium account.
Oh, so let's do it in order.
In order.
This is the song that Adele has done.
It's like a lot. Music.
That's Adele.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, do
the ending of
track
that
for track though, because it was a lot.
Okay, well, I'm hurt because that was a strong track. And to be honest with you, it sounded like Adele's music or whoever her team normally that does some of the writing and the producing. I was like, okay, this is along that line of her sound. So for her to steal that, I'm like, oof.
We don't know. We don't know.
I haven't heard. Is her stuff on Spotify?
That lady said Xiomara. I did not look that up. Well, let's check that really quick. But yeah, she says that the track listings are similar, that a lot of the music, like they may have like switched the, yes, her stuff is on here. The song she has is Chardonnay. I think Adele has a song
that doesn't sound like it.
I was like, what?
Don't she have like a wine night song or something like that, or something indicating wine? I don't know. There is some stuff that has like lyric breakdowns. So I think she feels as if somebody.
Yeah, I drink wine.
She felt like she was used as a muse for 30. So,
which is unfortunate. I mean, I was speaking about this with Renee and basically how like, because Adele is Adele and people are biased towards her, like people are not really going to pay attention to this indie artist and to even like bother listening to her music or checking out what she's saying, because it's like, girl, bye. Like,
you're not going to get no streams off of that?
What you mean?
I mean, you might, but I think with the Adele type, I think if it was Jennifer Lopez, it'd be different. But like an Adele, a Beyonce, somebody who was like, and J-Lo is big too, but we already know how J-Lo gets down. You know what I'm saying? So Adele,
believe J-Lo,
right? But
like it's believable
for someone who claims to write their music and all this other kind of stuff, like, and people love Adele, you're gonna be like, girl, bye. I mean, even for myself, I've been like that for some artists in the past.
Your response just now is like, I don't know. It's Adele.
Because it just sounds like Adele. It doesn't sound like how Drake, you know how sometimes Drake goes through his phases of sounds and things like that? Like, okay, this shit's starting to sound like party shit. This shit's starting to sound like Magic Jordan. This shit's starting to sound like, Adele's shit has always
What if her shit wasn't really her shit to begin with? Not to say that that's the case.
And that would feed into my conspiracy theory about her being not necessarily a plant, but
a plant.
Yeah, like a plant in the industry to replace Amy Winehouse or some shit. I'd be like, I'd have to dig into that.
Like I said, I mean, none of this stuff.
But
I
like Adele.
I like Adele. She seems nice enough, and her music is good.
She can sing. That's one thing she ain't stealing.
Okay.
Oh!
Her voice.
You don't like her voice?
No. I think that she has a good voice. It's just, I think her music, I have to be in a certain kind of mood to listen to. She ain't Yeba. Let's get that straight. Yeba.
Is it not the same mood?
I do think it's a similar mood. I will give you that. But I don't think Adele can sing like her. If y'all think, that's how y'all think Adele sounds. Adele don't be doing runs like Yeba, however you say it.
I like Yeba's music.
Everybody
it's very
can't
chill, but
yeah.
Adele definitely.
We're not about to say she can't sing.
I didn't say that she could.
That.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like how y'all are with Bruno.
Who's beating Bruno? Who is beating Bruno singing?
No, I'm not even talking about like vocals. I'm just saying like Bruno he's a mega powerhouse like of an artist. People love Bruno, right? I am not the one who is jumping to hear his new music like how a lot of people are, right? And so when it comes to Adele, I'm the same way. She has a lot of songs that I like, but for the most part, she's not one of those artists that I'm just like
that does it for you.
She's not Doja. She put out new music. I'm not checking for it. I still haven't listened to the album. I plan to. I just heard it sound good, but I
always get around to it when I get around to it.
You know,
I always get around to it when I get around to it.
That's it. It's not a knock. I'm not hating on these artists. I think that they work hard. Clearly, they make up music that people like. I'm just not their target person.
Didn't she say her target was like 30, 40?
I mean, I
30,
guess
40.
Aesthetically, sure, but she's not. First of all, I'm in my 20s.
Well,
secondly,
for how many more hours?
I may not be in my 20s by the time this is released, but I am 20.
All right.
So anyways, not for me. Now, other artists, Doja, Beyonce, whatever, maybe even SZA. Like, yeah, let me listen to this real quick. Ari, let me listen to this. It just dropped. Oh, it came out 2 days ago.
You know what? I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not even gonna argue with you on that. You're right. I mean, but I've never been that huge Adele fan neither. But I've always recognized the talent and the ability to sell fucking records and the machine that is behind her.
I would say she's like our generation's like Celine Dion. You don't think so?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't even argue that.
I'm not saying. I'm saying
maybe.
I think she will be revered when she gets in another 10 to 15 years. I think she'll be highly revered. People will respect her as they do with Celine Dion. Yeah. Celine Dion, if y'all remember, she's like the white Whitney Houston, low key. She had a lot of people behind her. Clive Davis, like everybody, and I enjoy Celine Dion. Don't get me wrong. She's a songwriter too. Like she lets people write music for her, but she also writes herself. Like. Yeah, I think that she would be like our generation's version of that. That was not shade. I wasn't trying to.
No. I have never climbed on board to the ship like for Adele. And I remember she was in town for something and that show sold out in minutes. And I was like, it just wasn't even top of mind. It's like, why is that? I guess.
White folks love her.
No, but I mean.
But the black people do too.
I was like, everybody loves her.
I'd go to a concert if my girl wanted to go.
Okay.
To Adele.
No, okay.
But would you go to Beyonce's concert if your girl wanted to go?
Yeah, I'm not.
I forgot you were in the high.
I'm not gonna go.
Yes, he is. So it's not unfair comparison.
Like you said, if she were to do a show, I'm not the one that's gonna be. Oh shit! When did she perform? No, but
all right, City Girls.
I probably will pay not to go if my girlfriend had to drag me. I'd be like, how about I pay you?
How about I pay you double? Right. In addition to the ticket,
bring somebody else.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so there's the line.
There's the line.
All right.
Okay.
But I won't argue with your Celine Dion comparison.
Okay. In other news, Ari Lennox, she was arrested in Amsterdam for being drunk.
Unfortunately.
I think that's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So there was no merit to her racial profile or?
I don't know.
I think initially is when she was like firing off the tweets and people were like, what is going down in Amsterdam? Because she is going off on these tweets. But I mean, we know, I think Ari is very kind of opinionated and she talks a lot.
Boy, she puts a little too much on the social media than I'd like, you know. But I'll say this: the biggest issue that I was seeing with social media and this whole deal is that people were comparing her to the whole A$AP Rocky issue and how y'all were all over A$AP Rocky and wanting to get him home and da-da-da. But when Ari's over there and getting arrested, we didn't hear a peep. And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't hear anything about it. But then I was like, 4 hours.
But
I was like, they had.
He was like fighting.
Something.
Yeah.
That's how we
But he was like held for a while.
But he was Never mind.
And then I think the thing that really started to boil over, I started seeing in the comments, people were just like, don't nobody know Ari? And I was just like, oh, okay.
Hold on.
You know Ari?
I was like, I think she's popular. You know Ari Lennox? Yeah, okay. Shit. I was about to say, let me shut up.
No.
She's fairly
new. If you like J. Cole and if you like all those other female artists like SZA and Janae, you're gonna Ari Lennox is coming across your fucking Spotify or iTunes. So when I started seeing all those comments, people saying they didn't know her, I was just like, okay.
Are they black?
There was some black people. I was just like,
oh Lord, now y'all just talking for clicks.
I was like, Twitter's just a whole different universe.
Unless they're just older. Like my parents would have known Ari Lennox.
Yeah, your dad knows.
My parents also not gonna tell people on social media that nobody knows Ari Lennox.
Yeah. That's a fact. Interesting. Actually, this is making me think. Y'all, I feel like I'm becoming my parents when it comes to like seeing these new artists and commenting on like their music and performances and stuff. I watched some of the Soul Train Awards last weekend and Ari Lennox performed and I was so disappointed.
Why?
Who did she perform with?
She did one by herself and she did one with Summer too. And y'all, I'm like, what is going on these days? Like these artists are not artisan like they used to. Back in the day, like even Mariah, she can't dance to save her life, but she don't have to dance because she got the voice.
Yeah.
Ari, I like her singing voice, but sis, I need you to work on the stage presence. I ain't saying that you need to be having like an 8 count happening or whatever, but like she literally stood in the same spot the whole time and was going like this. And I'm like, Ari, you've been around about 3 or so years now.
That should have already been cleaned up.
You should have this stuff cleaned up. And I really I like her. She seems to be a nice girl, but like, I was looking at a lot of the performers and I'm like, what happened to the big production of it all? Like there used to be coaches that would put you in boot camp and make sure that all your stuff was on point. And these girls now, I'm thinking they lazy. I don't know what it is.
They don't want to pay for that. The Lorianne.
Oh my God.
Lorianne Gibson and
even Kim, I was just having this conversation with somebody, Kim, K-E-M, the artist. I went to see him in concert. Kim is not no dancing guy, but he was able to use the whole stage, was able to get crowd participation, telling stories. Like, you don't have to be dancing or have dancers behind you to put on a show. And so I just feel like the art of like entertaining is lost.
Is this similar to, and maybe like not, but the complaints with Sweetie?
So
the argument that people were saying online is that she did not like have control like over her voice or whatever while she was trying to perform. So she was trying to, I guess, maybe do the most and have stuff going on, but it was like now your whole performance is suffering.
Yes, and I would argue that's the same thing that happened to Chloe for that one performance she did. Was that the VMAs?
Which one? I think she's
the first one. The second one she did was better. I could see improvement. I'm sure Beyonce was like, we're gonna work on this. But her VMA performance, I think that was the first one with the
pink.
Yes, where she was very clearly out of breath, dancing and stuff, which it's hard to do that, right? So, but at the same time, as an artist, I'll never forget. I used to watch so much behind the scenes, behind the music stuff. Yeah. I remember watching Usher on a treadmill, running and singing, so that he was like, "This is what you have to do. I do this every day for X amount of time." So like when you see stuff like that, it's like, what are y'all doing?
Are y'all doing the same? Because I thought that was common.
Y'all been on these cruises, not cruises, but like going to all these countries and islands and being cute and then your Fashion Nova and stuff. I need y'all in the gym.
Unfortunately,
my rant is over, but I just had to get that out. I was like, y'all just not.
You have to give
me the mic.
If you're gonna be a performer, I think that's something that comes with it. Like it can't just be like your talent in the booth, right? Like if you're gonna say like I'm gonna make money off of tours and putting on shows and I'm gonna put myself out there,
you gotta
like
put a
on
performance.
I would say the Source Awards because somebody made a joke. Somebody made a joke that the Versus was giving Source Awards. Because
Which
of the
one?
fight.
The Bone Thugs? Oh, man. And I'm not going to lie. And I was just looking at them performing. I was
Your
just
boy
like,
busy.
I was just like, ooh, it's been a minute for you all. It seems like you all just don't. like if I were to be like, hey, this used to be my favorite group, I'd have been embarrassed showing
Really?
somebody. Yeah.
It was it both 3-6 and
well,
3-6.
3-6, it's just energy, you know. So they're just gonna be up in there dancing.
And
I mean,
Juicy
Crunchy
still
Black.
performs
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Bone Thugs, it's not like that, you know. So it made me wonder watching their verses. I was just like,
Was that a
okay.
good comparison? Like even to watch, I don't even know anybody that watched it. But
I don't know. It was always a weird pairing to me, but they had some kind of beef stemming way back when they used to tour and things like that. But then it's like, Busy, what the fuck, man?
What exactly did Busy do? Because I'm not sure.
So they were performing this song, Buddha Love, which is like a really slow jam type of vibe. It's a stoner song. Okay. And so Gangsta Boo and I think DJ Paul were just two-stepping, you know, or dancing or clowning pretty much. And so then after the song was done, you know, Busy felt disrespected. He was like, hey, y'all ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna be disrespecting me. And then Juicy J said, suck my dick. And, you know, when somebody says that, and so he threw the shit at him. And then next thing you know,
Busy started it. Physically, at least.
Yeah, physically.
So 3-6 said that, and then Busy threw the bottle at him. Or threw something.
Yeah. Once Juicy J said, suck my dick, Busy threw the water bottle and everything.
Okay.
So, and then Gangsta Boo, like, repeatedly, Gangsta Boo kept saying, he need to take his meds. Busy Bone forgot to take it. I was like, okay, we heard you the first 2-3 times. You don't have to keep saying it, but.
That's that older thing. They think you didn't hear him.
Yeah.
Because you didn't respond to it.
Right. She said it a good 4 times, but you know, after they cooled down and brought him back, then I guess it went on as planned, but it wasn't one of the verses I was proud to see.
Oh,
you know?
So you watched it. Okay, my bad.
I didn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
Good thing the fight happened early. I was like,
oh, good thing, huh?
Yeah, and then they didn't perform first of the month.
I heard that. That's what my dad said. My dad did watch the verses.
I'm done.
He loved
I'm fucking done. Like, that's the one. Like, how do you not perform that fucking song?
So do they may not
must
have the rights to it?
I don't.
Something?
Dang.
I find that hard to believe.
That's a hard one to not have the rights to.
Yeah.
You know, I find that hard to believe, man. That would be like Beyonce going up there and not performing Deja Vu or Crazy in Love.
Yeah, Crazy in Love. I would like for Deja Vu.
Yeah. So.
Wow. So
I think 3-6 won though. It was close, they said, but I didn't finish it.
5 3-6.
I didn't even sipping on scissor.
I said 5. Okay. So I can't. I don't
even want to do this exercise because I don't have.
Wait,
that's their song.
I gotta stay fly. Yeah.
The club. Is that where Travis got it from? Put the club up.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I gotta stay fly. It's hard out here for a pimp. Chicken head.
Oh, they had Terrence J out there.
Oh,
did they?
Terrence Howard.
Oh,
Terrence Howard.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
I think he was out there.
Was out there, yes.
Hey, skinny man. Oh, that's man, I gotta go look at that, man.
I like Terrence Howard.
Terrence is something. Terrence actually reminds me of you, Solomon.
What?
No,
ain't never said that
not
ever
look
in
wise,
life.
but I feel like if y'all know Solomon, like Solomon is silly. I think Terrence, I can see Terrence being like silly and, you know, he's outgoing and
I don't know,
he know everybody.
He got a little crazy to him.
You don't?
No. I've never gotten that comparison, so that's
take out the crazy part. I do think that my perception of Terrence, I would not be surprised if you guys would be good friends.
Where is he from anyway?
He seems like he should be Midwest. I don't know, but I would guess Chicago. Maybe even Detroit.
I don't know.
No, I know that. Cat. If he was from Detroit, I'd know.
You would know that.
Yes.
Let's look it up. And the first thing,
$100.
Where's he from?
Oh,
Chicago. Okay, thank you.
That was good. Yeah, he seems like a Chicago cat.
I could see that. So he does have the crazy in him.
I was gonna say either that or St. Louis. I don't know why, but
that's funny. I don't know. I probably would have thought St. Louis with the accent or like kind of the slight drawl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the drawl. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to our verses, you guys. The question is, can you trap someone? And what that means is, we'll use it in terms of getting somebody pregnant, and this is with consensual sex, of course. But this question stands because Brittany Renner, is that her name?
Renner,
excuse me. Brittany Renner, was asked by Deion Sanders to speak to some of his players at Jackson State. If you guys don't know, first, Deion Sanders is the lead football coach at Jackson State, but also Brittany went to school there. I believe she graduated.
Did she? I did not know that.
Yeah. So Brittany has been getting a lot of publicity lately because she recently had a child with a basketball player, PJ Washington. Thank you. And so people feel that she preyed on him. I think the word on the street is that she started going to his games wherever he went to school early on and like was just kind of grooming him. And then now he's like 23 or something like that. And he got her pregnant and they have a baby together. So I guess her point of going to speak to the players was just letting it be known that you guys are about to be very popular, if not already, and just be careful out there because people can take advantage of you, however you want to slice and dice that. So there were a lot of people who were upset about her speaking with Deion or the fact that Deion gave her another platform to speak. But I guess my question to y'all is, was it wrong, for her to do that? Do you think that it's necessary for like students that are athletes at these big schools, especially, to have a course like that? And then two, like, can you trap somebody? This question is all over the place, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be honest and say that, of course, with being an athlete or being a celebrity or whatever you want to consider, there's going to be some natural pitfalls, things that you want to be wary of, and there's nothing wrong with exposing them to to those things that they need to be cautious of. Cool. You want to invite her there to talk to the players, somebody that probably has some insight to that realm and that world. Cool. Do that. Problem I have is when you start, like you said, putting them on a platform and posting it for social media and doing things like that. I guess, all publicity is good publicity in that sense, that you just want people talking about the program and talking about what they're doing at Jackson State. But it's like, if you're really, truly concerned and your main priority is about the players, I don't think it would be something that you would just want to just showcase or roll out, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
On Deion Sanders' end.
Yeah, okay. Like, you don't even have to get her.
Oh, so that was gonna be my question.
Deion, you can speak on it. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I did think that the concept of it, of kind of like advising them on certain things that they probably are about to step into, maybe is good for like a rookie class. Like, you coming in as a rookie, hey guys, this is what's probably coming up. Yeah, but like, it seemed like, was it all of them? And then for it to be like talked about from her, it's like, why, of all people? He could have.
Why not get the players? Why not just get the players to tell you?
Did y'all watch it?
No.
Okay, so I actually enjoyed it. I did. It was like 4 minutes.
That's
the
it.
clip. It's like 4 minutes.
Was posted. Was
right.
short.
I thought that it was genius. We have to remember, like, although he is Deion Sanders, these kids are like 19, 20. So like, Deion Sanders is not going to hit the same as Marshawn Lynch or something like that, right? Like, Deion Sanders came up with us. So like, you have grandpa telling you, you gotta be careful with himself, like at his prime, there was no social media. So yeah, I do think that he probably could have gotten other players involved, but why not get this girl that everybody is talking about? They probably have their own opinions on her. She's a cute girl. She's also alum. She went to Jackson State. Why not get it from the horse's mouth, like how things are going? To me, I just thought that it was a genius move.
I think that it would be cool, like if it were just the younger players, like other players that went to Jackson State in there too. But I mean, I guess so. Maybe it hit for them, maybe it didn't. But I wonder how, if they already walk in with these preconceived notions about who she is, like even listening to her talk, if it even resonated with them. I don't know if they gave feedback about it or said like it was good or not.
And they didn't know ahead of time that she was coming. So I think it was a situation where, at least in the clip, Deanna's like, hey, you guys, I don't know if maybe they were getting ready to watch some tape typically. And so he's like, I have somebody who I want to, let y'all speak to. And so she comes out. And so, of course, you're like, it's Brittany Renner. But like, I liked how Deion was able to have, like, he clearly has control of these guys. Like, you know, he let them have their moment. He was like, all right, y'all, we're going to let her speak. And so he's like piggybacking on some of what she's saying. And it was not like from the clip, it didn't seem like malicious or anything like that. She's just like, look, like, I am just essentially a cute girl and I have all this stuff going for me. So for you guys who, some of y'all might make it to the NFL or whatever, y'all are going to have 10 times as much, you know, exposure as what I have. And so you just want to be smart. And again, it can be applied to anything, not just like sexual relations. So if you got somebody random like, hey, I know a way to make you some more money, you know, give me your credit card, you know, just like.
Clean ya.
So just basically making like smart decisions and know that like, you know, people are going to want to get with you because it's, you know, maybe they like you, but also they know that you might take them to the next level. So just be mindful of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I didn't say anything wrong with it, but like I said, well, I said it off the air. I have an unpopular opinion about the girl, period. So I don't think people can be trapped. There's a narrative that she trapped that man. I do not think that anybody can trap anybody if you guys are having consensual sex. Just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so either. I don't even know the situation with them. I haven't heard her name in a while. Like, to be honest, outside of the past 2 weeks, like maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but I haven't heard much about her. And I forgot why did she get, I guess, famous to begin with? Like,
I think she was doing she may have been like a personal trainer. I think she was doing workout stuff.
Yes. Okay. So I've seen her like online before, like before whatever has been going on with this dude, PJ. So she's like, just like she said, she's a cute girl.
That's what it was. She's a personal trainer. She's a personal trainer. And then maybe about a year or two ago, she put out a book talking about all the guys that she slept with. Kind of take the superhead direction. Yes. She named a lot of the people. And so now, just a few months ago, I don't even think the baby's 6 months, she had the baby by PJ Washington.
6 months ago.
Or so. Something like that. Okay. The baby's not one for sure. So
damn, this year seems so long, but then so short when you say it like that.
Yeah,
it's only 6 months.
So yeah, for me, I think that there may be some merit to like the grooming thing, right? But I do believe that at the end of the day, no one, with consensual sex, for the men out there who claim someone trapped you, you would not be getting trapped if you didn't ejaculate in the woman. So let's just be clear here.
So what?
I'm not going to sit here and act like people don't do things like poke holes in condoms.
That's why you use your, I feel like there's just no accountability.
So you don't think anyone's had their condom that they brought?
Why? How?
There's situations in which people have manipulated the circumstances to get pregnant.
Absolutely, I'm sure. But if you
agree with that, then yes, you can be trapped. That's it. That's it. What?
Could you?
Now, I'm not saying that all the women are out there and it's an exuberant number of women trapping men. No, I'm not saying that. But the question is, can you trap somebody? And if you agree that you can manipulate the circumstances, then yes, you can be trapped.
I think
that
manipulating
the circumstances, like poking holes in condom, I hate that. Because it's just like, okay, first off, if you're really that concerned about it,
use your condom that you pull out of your pocket.
Sometimes motherfuckers run out of condoms.
And that's why you need to stop what you're doing and go into the store and get another one.
Stop it.
That's where I get so annoyed because
but
men,
that's still being trapped.
No.
You're trusting somebody that they're just gonna give you a condom that looks like it's still been wrapped.
Somebody, if you do not want to have a child.
Sometimes you have sex with people that you trust, and you know what? People that you put your trust in can sometimes abandon that trust.
Okay, so for
Does
me,
not act like people aren't lying.
So you have such a skewed view, a negative view, and okay, so maybe
I'm just saying it's possible.
Okay, it's possible.
I'm not saying it happened in the majority of people.
Women that would go in and try to gain someone's trust. That's what you're saying, right?
Why do you think these niggas are having a class now?
No, because they're being dumb. So I think that two things can be true, right? You could definitely have a woman who could, be like, hey, yeah, I'm on birth control, or, oh, I got a condom for you. Oh, yeah, da-da-da-da-da. And you can find yourself in a position where you are now having a child when you didn't want one. But to me, at the end of the day, I am big on accountability. And if I know I don't want to have a child, like I do know I don't want to have a child, I've never been pregnant. And that's not a shade to nobody, because I do know know that accidents happen, right? But like, I do believe that there's a very small number of people that actually legitimately just had these miracle situations happen. They had their own condom, it was on whatever, and then some kind of way.
Miracles.
No, I mean, I know people who've been on birth control and they still got pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And this is with their husband, right? So like, if you are on birth control, there is always that small percentage chance that you may not get pregnant. But again, it's a very small percentage chance that it could happen. So at the end of the day, I think oftentimes when men are like, man, she trapped me, these are usually the men that are having unprotected sex, that are ejaculating into the women. So it's just like, I don't believe in that narrative. Sure, you could have a girlfriend and you have all this trust in her and she tells you this and da-da-da-da-da, and you know, you were manipulated. But from what I'd imagine, and we don't have any stats, I'd imagine the overwhelming majority, they ejaculated in the woman from having unprotected sex.
And thought that they were good because they have been good in the past.
So that's just it. And the brothers out there that's saying she trapped me, you know, she seduced me, you were the one who
she seduced you
and had ejaculated into you. That's it.
And we're not even gonna go into the people that may have been drugged.
That's why I said consensual sex. I said the whole thing has been consensual sex.
But no.
If you're drugged,
I'm not gonna argue. I just said it's possible. That's just where I stand. You know, you talk about the whole turkey basting.
Oh my God!
My
God!
I mean, but these are things, though. These are real things.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's possible. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
It's
saying that
possible.
sometimes niggas don't want to own up to their shit. I'm not saying that.
So let's say that. Let's just say that.
Okay.
You should own up to it before saying that someone trapped you.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you are aware of the situations that you put yourself into, then you should say it.
And it be the main,
take that
N words talking about they got trapped and they got 4 and 5 baby mamas.
Well,
it be them times.
So what about them, Solomon?
Hey, I can't speak on those guys, and Lord knows I'd hate to be in that position where I have 4x4 or something like that. But you can't stick to that narrative. After so many, you just have to look at yourself and be like,
look at yourself.
It's you.
I do understand what you're saying, Solomon, but I do just think in the context of what we're talking about.
Yeah. But you know what I often wonder, and this is just, if men actually had a birth control pill, like how many would really be responsible and take that? Or how many would like no longer put the burden on, the woman, like
our culture is so like, we are so,
or would men be trying to pull those same
tricks
tricks saying that they are on the pill? I don't know.
I could
but
definitely
there's crazy
see that,
people
I
out there.
see rumors coming up of like, oh, it messes with this,
Exactly.
it messes with that. Like, no, I'm not taking no pills.
You got people not trying to get the shot. So if there were to be like a male birth control pill, you're definitely going to have people like, I need to see this more years before I try this.
I'm going to tell you what the male birth control pill will do. It'll make niggas impotent.
Exactly, and they're gonna be like, "I'll never be able to have this. I'll never do this." And they
be like, "Man, I can't keep it up that long with the pill."
They're not gonna
take it every day.
They're not gonna take it. Oh, that's the thing.
Was already good for.
It would need to be like a shot or like a insert, a patch. It would have to be something because y'all not gonna take a pill every day, same time. That's for sure.
No,
I've been struggling to take my one little dermatology pill every other day, man.
Every other day, look at you.
I'd be like, did I take it yesterday?
Well,
thank God ain't no birth control. I'd be fucked up. But well, no, I probably have a daily alarm.
Okay.
I don't have a every other
so
alarm.
You would be down for it if men had the ability to take it and be able to control whether or not they actually had like.
I mean, because at that point, there's no excuse.
Well,
no excuse.
Y'all would never do that though.
You don't think so?
Anyway. No, they would never come up with anything for me because y'all not taking it.
Yeah. I mean, and they always put the responsibility on us.
Exactly. The entire process.
There's so many birth controls for women. There's so many options for women to have to, if in case they were to conceive or whatever. Like, I feel like aside from ejaculating, and this is just assuming you guys aren't in a relationship, aside from ejaculating, like there's really nothing else that you guys really have to do, right?
You know what? Even if we take this a step further, like just think about how much is placed on a woman as far as responsibility, and the fact that like y'all go like so hard on this whole abortion conversation. When I say y'all, I'm saying men, males in those positions, like political positions. It's just like y'all go so hard for this, and it's just like we could start coming up with other options so that you could also be a part of the process as to whether this happens.
Not act
but instead we want to talk about the abortion and we don't want to really have control over anything
right
else. It's like, what? Why don't people be going so hard for abortion anyway?
Yeah.
No, I just find it crazy that, you know, they would want to try to get rid of something like that. And, you know, seeing the extent and the measures that they've done with this vaccination, it just seems so, you know, either you're going to let people do what they want with their bodies or not. You know, like you gotta keep the same energy. Yeah.
No, I agree.
That same energy. Nobody does that. Nobody.
Only when it's convenient for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, I actually wanted to bring up the show Love Live. We don't have time for it. This conversation is reminding me of do y'all remember the episode where they found out about some never mind.
No,
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Sorry. So when you catch up,
wait, are you watching it or not?
I am on season 2 though. So I just started season 2.
That episode 1 was cool though, huh? You're not done?
In the middle of
you're
one.
Still?
I'm on episode 8.
Okay. We'll talk about it next time.
Sure.
You guys check out the show. Also, we want to shout out Damon.
Yes. Newly inducted member into the greatest fraternity that just celebrated Founders Day yesterday.
How many years?
Alpha Phi Alpha. I don't know.
I think it's like 115.
Man, we up there. We up there. We are. I'm sorry. We 115.
I think so.
Okay. Thank you. 115. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't prepared to even give that, but. Congratulations, man. You saw the light. Yes. So, you know, just keep moving onward, upwards.
Definitely.
Hold them burdens high, man.
Say onward and upward. Is that the whole thing?
Onward and upwards towards the light.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. We're proud of you. For those who are listening and don't know who he is our number one fan for show. Like, we are very appreciative of showing us so much love. So.
And Kiera's birthday.
Tomorrow.
It's my birthday tomorrow. Thanks, you guys.
All right.
It's bittersweet.
It's a new chapter. Come on. Them 30s are going to be cool.
Thanks for putting my age out there. But no, I said it earlier. It's fine. I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm excited for the new journey and I will be partying tonight.
Really? Oh, you're off tomorrow.
I'm off.
Okay. You better.
All right, y'all.
Anyways, thanks for listening. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media at He Said, We Said, and we are out. Bye.
Bye.